So good morning, guys. So let us continue our scripting session. So in the last session, that is yesterday, we just took only one session yesterday. But what we learned is that we covered up the case statement, and also we started with our looping actually loops. So what we are going to do today, we have to continue. So today is 30th September, and the timing is 9:47 a.m. IST, and today we are going to cover. Yes, guys. Anyone has any concern?
नहीं नहीं लगा शाम का
Please mute yourself, guys. Please. Okay. So we are in a recording now. So please mute it. So what we are going to do? We will continue with looping itself because there are many things are there which we need to cover up. We have not yet completed it. Yesterday we just started it. But before that, actually, guys, I need to explain some of the other things. Like we need to positional parameters actually. Positional parameters, very important. We need to cover it, and also like I'm planning to cover the concept of loops also. This is also very highly important. Once these two completed, then I will continue with the loops actually. So today, guys, it is 9:48. I might request you to stay for some longer period today. Okay, and evening, we will see. I will let you know the timing. So, maybe if not like around 4 or 5 o'clock, I might request all of you to come at around 7 o'clock tonight. Actually, so is it fine with you all? 7 to 9 or 7 to 8:30. Just give me 1.5 or 2 hours of time so that evening we will cover many other things actually. Okay, evening probably I'm expecting that I will be completing loops and evening time, we will be covering some more things. Like we need to start with functions. We need to have a cron job. We need to cover the cron, how cron job works. And then we will be learning uh, about the working with remote servers. All these things are little advanced. You need to know all these things. And I'll be showcasing a lot of advanced scripts also with these topics. Even with these topics also, I'll be showing many other advanced scripts. But yes, we need to concentrate. So probably I will be covering these things by today evening. And tomorrow morning, we'll be starting about set and out programming. So this itself will take one day, one session. I mean that like 2.5 hours, 2 hour sessions. So tomorrow morning, I'll be covering these things. Clear? So once this is covered, we can suspect that like we are almost around 80 to 85% we have covered our scripting class actually. So guys, one more thing important, because we are in a recording, I want to tell you one thing that many of you have asked me a question about like how many more sessions it will take me to cover this actually. So guys, it will take me around 4 to 5 sessions. You know that today and evening, morning and evening, again tomorrow, again morning and evening I'll take. So this itself will cover around 4 sessions. And today and tomorrow I'm saying. So like that, another 2 to 3 sessions more I might need to complete a few more things actually. So so sorry to say you and sorry to really make you wait for that we would be continuing little more sessions even by next week also. So I hope that nobody has any complaints because we are covering many things actually. And to be very honest, this course is going nearly around 40 hours, where we started with 16 or 20 hours and it is going to 40 hours. So, but that's fine. But as I said earlier, like before the recording, I said that I want to make this as a fruitful for you so that you will feel or you will feel very good after completing this course actually. Okay. And one more important thing that some people have asked me, like, very important, like many people have asked me a very common thing, sir, how much I need to practice? Yes, you need to practice a lot. That is very important. You have seen that because I'm covering so many things. You need to practice a lot. That is first point. And the second important point is that actually that you need to go through all the recordings and practice it, guys, actually. You might say, Rajesh, how much you're completed, whether this course is completed or not. You'll ask me. I will say that, yes, the course is completed according to me. For me, the course is completed. For you, the course is not at all completed because you have to go through all the recordings. You have to do practice. So for you, it is not at all completed. It might complete in 6 months. It might complete in 4 months. It depends upon your capacity, how much you take care of yourself. But for me, it is completed. So don't treat that course is completed just by I complete the course by winding up everything. No, that will be complete for myself. For you, it is not at all completed. So always think in that mind that, okay, it is not complete for me. It's only complete for the Rajesh. Correct, guys? So that does this statement makes sense?
Yes, sir.
And very, 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 very bad habit for every human. Sorry, I'm taking a few more minutes, but I want to tell you one thing very clearly, that very, very bad habit with every human being, that we all are lazy actually. We don't want to study. We don't want to put any kind of a pressure at our mind actually. Why I'm saying this? Because that few of the fellows actually who are not at all attending from many sessions, they called me yesterday, one of the fellow. They said, sir, I'm only following the recording, but trust me, sir, your recording, when we are watching, it is taking too much time to complete. Your 2.5 hour sessions, I'm taking literally 5 hours to complete, he said. I said, yes, sir, it will take it, because I'm taking a lengthy session of 2.5 hours or 2 hours, whatever might be, right? You will pause the video, you will go through it again, you will rewind back, again, you'll go rewind and see it, check it out. So it will definitely take a time. I might explain in a flow. I might be explaining everything. Now you'll say that, Raj, how you are saying? It is all because of my practice, man. I'm a trainer. I have practice, right? I know many things. So I'm in a flow. I'm explaining it actually. But you guys, some of you might know, some of you might not know. You will definitely take a time actually. So I would request everyone to go through the video, everything completely. Okay, wherever you feel like it is too much, stop it there. Take some pause or take some break. Again, come back. Again, go through it and practice it. That's so slowly, one by one, you start stepping one by one. When you start completing one video, everything, right, you will be in a completion of the course actually. If not today, guys, you will complete this whole course with another 2 or 3 months. But you need to make a habit of learning every day. Correct? So please, what I would see, that you would have seen that even if it applies to me also. Like for example, like you purchase any video from someone, do you think that you're going to complete the whole course? Has anybody completed the whole course? Or else you buy any video from Udemy, do you think that you're going to complete full from the first video to last video? Highly difficult. Lot of people, 90% people don't complete at all. Why? Because that we don't have patience of sitting and completing the things, right? So we are only looking for some shortcuts. Oh, somebody's there to help me, or somebody's there to, or there's something. So don't make that habit. Try to make it complete always and practice it. Trust, guys, this will definitely help you out. This will make you more stronger. Please always have a habit of completing the whole thing whenever you take it up. Even when I take any Udemy course, right, I will always try to complete the whole course actually. At least I will complete 95%. One or two, like topic I might leave, but 95% I will cover it. It will take me a lot of time. So classical example, I will tell you, I had bought not classical example. I'm just saying that an example I'm telling you, that I bought a video of a video by name GitLab, actually video of the author is A to Z Mentors. Actually, it's a very good video. I'm not promoting here to, I'm not sitting here to promote any other person. So I'm just saying that I purchased it actually. It is just a 9 hours course actually. So I was going through, initially it was very tough for me. Now I see that I have almost completed 95% of the course. Just another 1 hour course is left, which I need to complete. So 8 hours I've already completed. So it took me around 1.5 months to complete that 8 hours. But slowly I covered it. So got it. So now what I'm trying to tell, that if not today, tomorrow at least you have to complete the course. But you should have a habit. Don't keep it, okay, Rajesh has given a try. Oh, okay, everything is there. Oh, I will download someday, I will read it. No, that will never happen, guys. That will never happen. Trust me. Even if you download the videos and keep it in your nicely in your disk or in your system, right? It will be lying that like that only, without watching, without practicing it. So, guys, do you agree with me? Whatever I said now. Why I'm saying this, because why I bought this important product. Some people had this concern, sir, it is taking too much time. Some people had a concern that, sir, this course is going a very lengthy. It is going. Some people said that you have covered so many things, sir, in depth, which is required or not, I don't know. So multiple people reaction, I'm seeing it actually. So I do understand that in some of the topics I have really entered into deeper and explained it. In some topics, yeah, I have did some kind of a mixed things in this course, but trust guys, actually, if not today, tomorrow you will realize that, okay, whatever I learned, that it was very good for me, because all those practically you'll be using in your real time. Is it clear, guys? So this is what I want to tell you about everything. Don't never give up. Never give up the things. Always try to complete it and practice it. Clear? Kaushal, does it make sense? Kaushal, Girish, Ram.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Please, it's my request from my end. Please complete the course.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now the first important thing that yesterday we started with the for loop. Sorry, not for loop. We started with the looping concept, but we just gave it 2 or 3 examples. Then we stopped it. So today we're going to continue. But before that, I will try to complete the positional parameters. Very important, actually. What are these positional parameters, actually? Positional parameter is something like, for example, guys, whenever you want to pass any argument, or whenever you want to pass any kind of positional parameters when your script is running. Suppose, for example, when your script is running, you want to pass some parameters. Whenever the script is executing, you need to pass some argument or parameters. Then you will be using these positional parameters. So what are those positional parameters? In Linux, in shell scripting, we use something like $0, $1, $2, $3, $hash, $star, as well as we have something like a $at. All these symbols, what I was saying, guys, this we call it as a positional parameters. Okay, let's see an example. So in C language, you might have seen that in C language, you have something like a argv. I don't know whether or argv. Okay, command and argument. Argv because of command and argument, we have argv, means argument vector, we say. So this is what we use in your C program when you want to pass any parameter. When you want to pass any parameter. I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting everyone. In the main program, you see int argc char star of argv. Like this, you will be passing. I don't know whether you know or not. I'm just telling you. In C, so this is the positional parameters or the argument what you pass. Similarly, in Linux or in scripting, you use these symbols to pass the argument actually. Now, what is this actually? So let us take an example. So I will go back to my server. So I'm in the script directory. Let me write a script. POSILIN positional dot sh. So positional parameter dot sh. Or else I'll just say positional pos parameter dot sh. Whatever. Yeah. So first line /bang has been /bash. Yes. Some people have asked me, sir, in my company, it is there like this, sir. Some people have asked me. So what is this actually? See, #bang /bin/sh. This sh is nothing but it is a bound shell. Okay, in some organization, they will be using servers like IBM, Solaris servers, or else you have an IBM X servers. There in those machines, somebody have written a script, they would have seen that the first line would be like this actually. So what is this, sir? This is the bound shell we use. So they will say that, sir, whether what a script is that will be written, executed in bound shell? Yes, it will be executed in the bound shell also. Okay. So shall I have to change to bash? Yeah, you can change it, or if it is there like that, only leave it like that. Don't worry about that. Okay, it means that even you can execute the script and the sh script. Yes, you can do it. But now in Linux, actually, you would see that. See cat of etc shell. Can you see here? Oh, it's a bound shell. So ls-l /bin/sh. See, it is pointing to the bash only. Now what happened in the Linux flavor like CentOS or Ubuntu, they have made this as a soft link to the bash only. It means that you're internally calling the bash itself will execute. But whereas in earlier traditional servers like you have a Solaris operating system or IBM X, right? There at the time during that time bash was not there, but they're using /bin/bash/bin/sh. sh is called as a bound shell only. You know very well that when we learned about the shell scripting or when we started it, bash bourne was the first shell which was introduced when the Unix was developed, right? So that's the same shell we're using it. But now what happened, right? Our Linux people are very clever. Now they have made this /bin/sh. Oh, you can even use this also, but it is actually a soft link to the bash. Is it clear, guys? Good. Now coming back to here. So I'll go here. Okay, let me open that pos.sh. I mean, position. Let me remove this line. Right? I will write some statement. Echo the script. Yes, sir. The script name is.
2:45
First, भाइयों please अपना mute कर लो. The first positional parameters. Echo the second positional parameters. Don't go with the spelling, guys. Sometime I might type some spelling mistake. Bear with that. I know that the spelling of positional is wrong. The third USIT and positional. This is correct actually. Parameter is not parameters. Echo the what was the total positional parameters are. Echo the all position parameters. Sometime we'll also use the echo all positional parameters are. Okay. So here you will say that Rajesh, this one, all positional parameters are $, all positional parameters are $@. Does $@ and $* are same? Yes, they are same, but there is a difference between these two. What exactly a difference between these two, I will discuss when I am explaining about the for loop. So, but right now, what you're understanding, okay, $, $@ are same, actually it display the same value, but there is a small difference that this is one of the intro question they'll ask you, where definitely if they're asking about the scripting, they'll ask you, what is the difference between $, and $at? If you say both are same, sir, then like me that you are actually, the output is same, but there is a difference between $, and $at. You have to tell that key difference is what is $, and $at, which is the best you have to use in the scripting. You should always use $at, not $. You shouldn't use $. But some script you will see that $* is also used. There's no harm in that, but please use always $at. And what is the key difference? I will discuss that. And why is $@ you have to use instead of $* also? I will discuss that also. But not now, after some time, maybe after 1 hour, I will discuss about this. Okay. Now let me save the script actually. Let me give the execute permission. Now this time I will run with sh command. You know, sh is nothing but it is a soft link to your bash only. Sh pos.sh. If you are running this script without passing anything, okay, you could see that the script name is $0. $0 is nothing but 0th positional parameter. So let me first do a cat of pos parameter. You could see that the script is, what is it? The script name is $0. $0 is nothing but this is whatever you're passing after sh. No, this is in a 0th position parameter. So that's what $0 is not, but your script name itself in a 0th position parameter. After that, you have a $1, $2, $3, $star, $hash, and $@ and $star. But this is not at all printed because you are yet to pass the parameter. You are not yet passed any parameter. So now let me pass the parameter. Sh pos parameter dot sh space 10 space 20 space 30. Now you see the output. Now you could see that actually when you are executing your script, sh pos parameter dot sh, you are passing some 3 parameters like 10, 20, and 30. You can pass anything. You can pass even the string also. Here I'm passing an integer value 10, 20, and 30. You could see the output. The script name is $0. $0 means 0th position parameter. This is what it is taking. It is printing your script name itself here. So always $0 means it is your script name. You have to understand. After this script name, whatever you're passing, so this is in a 0th position parameter. This is in a 1st position parameter. This is your 2nd position parameter, and this is your 3rd position parameter. Can you see here? The 1st position parameter is $1. $1 is nothing but 10. The 2nd position parameter is $2, which is nothing but 20. The 3rd position parameter is $3. You have to say $3, right? It is nothing but 30. So this each and every digit, it is holding in a specific position. So that's what we call the positional parameters. So this is in a 0th position parameter, 1st position parameter, 2nd position parameter, and 3rd position parameter. And you could see that the total positional parameters are $hash. $hash means count. How many number of parameters you are passing? So guys, you are passing 3 parameters here. That's what here it is mentioned as a 3. Suppose if I'm passing 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 40. 4 positional parameters I'm passing, 4 value I'm passing. So you could see that the total positional parameters are 4. So $hash will always signify the count. So always, whenever you see, whoever asks you, what is $hash? Oh, it's count, sir. You have to say it's a total positional parameter count. What your parameter passing? Fine. What is $star? What are all the parameters you are passing? Can you see here? Echo all the position parameters. What you're passing is $star. $star is what? All. So here I'm passing 10, 20, 30, 40. All it will be printed. Similarly, even $@ also is also same. It'll also have all the parameter what you're passing like 10, 20, 30, 40. Same thing. You could see that it is printed here also. But as I said earlier, there's a key difference between $star and $at. I'll be explaining after some time. And which is the one which you have to always use when you are using position parameter. Please use always $at. This is very important. Don't use $star. But as I said earlier, in your industry, in your organization, you will see that people are using $star. Yes, you can even use that. But what is an effective way of using the position parameters are $at only. So let me do a thing, guys. Let me copy this entire thing and paste it in a notepad.
Hi, sir. When we will use positional parameter in real-time scenario?
Yes, you have to pass, no, sir, whenever you want to pass any argument. So why you have to make it hard code within your script?
Okay.
Right? The dynamic way, the way a user want to pass some parameters, you can pass it the way you need it actually. Right? It's a very good question what you asked, because you say that, sir, I want to print all the values. Then you can hard code it, inside only, inside the script only. So you need not to hard code it. It means that you are making the input as a static values. But in your programming, but it never works always a static order. It works like a dynamic way. Dynamic way means the way user needs, in his way he can pass a parameter. Then you have to use position parameters.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So let me cut position parameters. Okay. Fine, sir. Good. We will see. You could see that in almost all our advanced scripts, sir, or when you're working with your scripting, right, you will be definitely tend to use position parameters a lot at your workplace. So this is very important, actually, whatever we learned. Okay, and it is very useful also. Clear? And we'll be seeing many examples in our upcoming now that I am using a position parameter a lot. Okay, so that's all about the positional parameter, guys. Now, what is the next we have to learn now? Okay, very important is that actually the concepts on arrays. Right? See, you could see that actually that now what are the things we'll be learning in this arrays, or what we need to know? So the very important thing is that actually that you have to first understand what is an array. And very important is that actually how to define an array. Okay, I have to use array, but how to define an array in a shell scripting actually. That you need to know. And then like how to access the array. These are some of the questions people might ask, that what are the things which comes in, how to access the array values or how to access the array values. Then what are the different types of arrays? Types of arrays. There are only two types, guys. One is a simple array and second is an associative array. Different, how to store the, suppose I want to have a command. I want to store the command output into the array. So how to store the command output in an array, into an array. So why I bought this array concept now itself? Because guys, in our upcoming sessions, in some of the advanced script, I'll be showing the arrays. I'll be using an array within a script actually. So that's the reason you have to know now itself how to delete and update the, how to delete or update the existing array with new values. Yeah, these are we have to know. These are very simple. I'm just mentioning. Okay, how to delete and how to read array using read command. Yeah, very important. This also we have to know. So these are the some of the things which we have to know when we are learning about the array concept. Okay, so now, so guys, what is an array? See, basically, array is nothing but it is a collection of values, we say. It's a collection of values. Like, for example, if you go here, if I say something like x is equal to 5, okay, y is equal to something, you can take something like 6.7. Okay, one more something like my name is equal to something, Rajesh. See, so you are using a different variables for storing your values. X you are using variable, Y you are using variable, my name you are using variable. You are using 3 variables to store the 3 different values. So can't I store all these values 5, 6.7 and Rajesh into a single variable? Yes, you can use or you can store into a single variable, and that variable should be an array type. Is it clear? So now it means that array. So what is an array? Array is a, so what is an array, guys? Array is a data structure of the bash shell which is used to store multiple data. Like that you have to understand. Okay. So it's a data structure of the bash shell which is used to store multiple data. Okay. How you define array? Now you say that's okay, sir. I want to keep the, I want to have an array with of this different type. So how we are going to do that? You can go to your this one and you can just say something like simple array. Like for example, my array, okay, is equal to, open the bracket. Now what you do is just say 5, 6.7, Rajesh. See, like this way you can store an array. So whenever using an array, you have to always open the bracket, single circular bracket, sorry. Then you have to place this value, whatever you have defined here, right? By using different variables. Now within a single variable, that is my array, which is of an array type only, you are storing all the values. So this could be an integer or it could be a combination of integer with a string or anything. So you can store all the values into a single array. So it is not only that, you can even store it in like even in your command also. Like for example, you say that my array 1 something is equal to ls command, pwd command, some other value like 2.5.6, like anything can store in array. Yes. So now you'll ask, sir, what is the limit, sir? How many values you can store in array? There is no limit, guys. No limit for the length of the array. You can store as many values you can. Your shell script will take care of it. Okay. Now what happened, right? So whether we should always have an array with some value, or can you have an empty array also? You can even have an empty array also. Like for example, my array, I'm just saying 2 is equal to, don't store anything, like see, it is an empty array. It's an empty array. Is it clear, guys? So there are different ways to define an array in a bash shell script. One is that actually you can define an empty array like this, or else you can define an array with the values. Right? So let me write it down, whatever I said now. So simple array is something like my array is equal to 5, 6.7 Rajesh. Something like that. And there is no limit for array length. Right? Array length. Yeah. And right, how to define an array? How to define an array? There are different ways to define an array in bash. What is that? First is that actually empty array. Something like my array, or my array is equal to like this, or else my something cmds commands is equal to like this. Clear, guys? Now one more important thing. Like for example, if you are defining an array like this, my cmd is equal to, you could see that you have a command known as ls-lrt, ls space -lrt space. You have a command something like a host name -s. Now, if you ask me, Rajesh, how it is going to treat, guys, how the array will understand each and every value, because here there is a space in between. After 5, there's a space, then 6.7. After 6.7, there's space, and there's a Rajesh. So here, how the shell will understand that, okay, this is an array by name my array. It treat as a first value of this first array, then space, this is the second value of the array, and third value of the array. Similarly, when you are defining this array, my CMDs, how will it treat that? It will treat it as a, even though you know that this is a single command, LSF and LRT, but here, because it's a space, it will treat all this as a separate. It will treat it as a first value of this array, second value of the array, third value of the array, and fourth value of the array. So it will treat this as there are 4 values within this array CMDs. But your intention is that, but you are thinking that no, sir, this should be treated as a single array, a single value of the array, and this should be treated, because it's not only command with the -s option, also I need to include everything as a single value of the array. Then what you have to do? Same thing you have to do with you have to give a double quotes. So when you're giving double quotes like this, now your bash will treat it as a single array, single value of the array, actually, like this. Like this. Clear? So here, if you don't give double quotes, it will treat it as a separate. If you give the quotes, it will take this as a single value of the array. Here also, it will take a single value of the array. Clear? Okay. So let us write even this also, so that you will be something. My new array is equal to, don't give space, without space it should be, guys, actually. LSF and LTR, LRT space, host name -s. But this should be treated as a, my new array is equal to ls, double quotes have to give, ls LRT, and then space, like this. Okay, or else in many times what you have seen, the array is also declared actually. Okay, you can declare an array. How to declare an array? You have to use the command declare command. Declare -a, always array means -a, something like new array. So first you have to declare an array and then you have to use that array. Right? Here you have declared array by name new array with the help of a declare command. And then like you can just say new array equals, and now you can specify the value. So when do you declare an array? So I will come across with, when I'm discussing about the different types of array, you have an associate array. So associate array, before you use associate array, you have to first declare that array, then only you can fill up the value. So the associate array, always first you need to declare it. For the simple array, you need not to declare. You can directly use the array name. You need not to specifically say that. But whenever I'm defining or whenever I want to use associate array, first you need to declare that associate array by using a declare command with the -a option. So we'll be seeing this later after some time. Okay. Now, how to access this array? This is very important. Okay. This is what we have to understand now. How to access this array? Sorry, guys. Okay. So always what happened, right? Basically, whenever the shell script, okay, whenever in the shell, whenever define array, always the array will be read as a zero-based array, right? It means that basically the bash shell array is a zero-based actually, zero-based array. It means that actually what it means that always the indexing starts from zero actually. So many of you already know that always whenever you have an array, always it takes the array value from the zeroth value only. It will not take from the first. So always it starts with the zeroth index value only. Okay. So what is this indexing, guys? Indexing something like it will always stores the array with some index value. Like for example, you have something like, for example, you have something like my array is equal to what is it, guys? Something like 23, 14, 4, or whatever, 6, 15, 7, whatever. I mean, just saying. Right. Here, the 23rd value, 23rd, the value, I mean, the integer 23rd index value is 0. Right. So it means that this 23rd will start with the 0th index value. 4 will start with the first index value. 6 will second index value. 15 is the third index value. 7 is the fourth index value. Right? So 23rd is in a 0. Then 4 will be a 4 index value will be 1. Is 1. Like that, so on. Correct? Like that, so on, you have to understand. So this is what we call it as a positive index value. Positive index value. Or sometimes people say it as a indices like this, or positive indices. Indices like this people had. There is something like a negative also. You might have heard about this negative index value. So what do you mean negative means actually, if this is an array and if this is a positive from here, from the left to the right, if it is a 0th position parameter, first, second, third, fourth, then in the reverse order from here, from the right to the left, it will be called as a negative index value. So what happened here, the value 7 will be in a -1 actually. So in the negative 0 index value or negative indices, we say indices, how it takes means the value 7 will be treated as a -1 index value. Value 15 will be the -2 index value. Okay. And the 6 value, what will be, guys? It will be -3 value. right? So like that, so on. So -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5, like this. Whereas here, from the positive value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Correct? So here you could see that 4 is in a -4 index value. And your 23 value will be in a -5 index value. Correct, guys? Do you agree with me? This we call it as a negative index value. From here to here, actually, we can treat. So that's how the bash shell will maintain the indices. Either the positive or negative, any indices value, it can manage. Now, how you are going to access that array value? Now, whenever you want to print any arrays, like for example, here you have my array. This is a my array. So let me take it this one. My array is equal to, open it, 23rd, 4, 6, 15, 7, whatever. So define an array like this with the value. Now you want to print it. You have to say echo space, open the floor bracket, just say my array. Whenever you say my array, guys, whenever you say echo dollar my array, always it will try to print the first index value only. It will not print the entire array. Suppose you want to print the entire array, you have to use echo dollar, open the bracket, dollar of. You have to use like this actually. Open the floor bracket, my array, and then close with the floor bracket. This also will print the first value only. Yes. Now, if you want to print it everything, you have to use a square bracket like this. I think you have to use star. This will print everything. This is how you want to display the entire array means. This is how you have to use. Okay. But this and this will always print the first index value by default. But here, whereas here it is printing everything. Okay. Or else can I use a @ symbol here? Let me check. I think if you use @ symbol also, it has to print the entire array. Yes, it will print the entire array. Now you'll say that, sir, I want to only print the first value, sir, 23. You can either print through this way also. But if you want to print through this way, you have to use the 0th index value. 0 have to pass it. Then it will print the first value. What about the last index value? How you can print the last index value? So you could know that from the negative, right? It is -1. Last means it will be -1. Can I pass it as a -1 here to print the last value? -1. Can you see it is printing 7 value. -2, -3, like that. You can print in a negative index value also can print it. Clear? So let me copy paste this. So how to access it? I'll be just pasting over here. So guys, till here, I hope that you have understood. Any doubts you have?
No doubts.
Everything is clear, crystal clear. Okay, good.
Clear.
Okay, now for example, suppose you have this one. Let us take the example of x is equal to 3, 5, 6.7. Okay, ls hyphen ltr. So if I do a echo of dollar of, okay, x of -1. What will print? It will print the hyphen ltr. Correct? Because here it is not treating everything as a single value. Because here it understands everything as a space only. So now if you want to make it, so let me redefine this. Let me give like this. Right? Now you execute the same thing. Now it will take as a complete. Clear? So always you have to give double quote. If there is you have to treat everything as a single value, then you have to give the double quotes. Clear? So now
6.7 also it will treat separate number.
6.7 is a single value it will take. Like for example, if you take a -2, yeah, there is no space, no. How it understand means only when there's a space only it will understand that it will differentiate between one value to other value with the space only.
Okay.
Yeah. And also what happened, right? Suppose you say that, sir, I want to, like I want to print the range actually. Okay, it's not like I want to print it everything. I want to print the range actually. So now how we are going to do that, guys? Like for example, you are having the same array. So this array, we already have this x is equal to something. So now you will say that, sir, I want to print it actually. So what I will do that, you will just say echo dollar of open the curly, open the flower bracket x. Okay. And if you do it like this, where is it at? What will print, sir? It will print entire thing, right? Now you will say that, sir, I want to print only the, from where I want to print. I want to print from the index value. From here I want to print, sir. I don't want to print from the beginning. So you know that this is in the value 3 is in a 0th index and this 5 is in a first index. So I want to print from the first index value. Then what you have to do that? You have to give here :1 like this. So it means that you want to start printing the value from the first index value. Can you see here? Now it is printing 5, 6, 7 like this. It is printing. So if you want to print everything, you can even do like this also. So I mean, if you have 0th index value, you have to print it everything. You said, sir, I want to print from the third. No doubt. You can even give 3. From the third index value, start printing it. So this is in a 0th, first, second, and third. Third means this only, right? Only this is printed actually. You will say that, sir, only I want to print only this 5 and 6.7. Only this 2 or 5 and 6.7 I want to print. So the index value is 1. Okay. And I want to print up to the index value 2. Then what you were going to do here, you have to give the range, right? What is it? From the index value 1 to the index value 2, up to 2, like this you want to print. Only this 2 will be printed. Right? Now you say that, sir, you have this array. Yes, 5, 3, 5, 6.7. I want to print the index value like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like that. So what I have to do is you have to use, what is it? Yeah. You have to use exclamatory here. Actually. If you put exclamatory here, it will show the index values, whatever the index values are there for this array. So there are 4 values are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. See, it is printing that index value. Or you want to print the how number of values are there. Like there are 4 values, right? 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So for that, you have to use this hash. It will give you the count value. So let me copy paste this whole thing so that you will get an array idea. So I think this also comes under the accessing only. But what I will do that I will try to, yeah, access only I will get. Yeah. Clear? Okay. Okay. So guys, one more thing is there. It's see here what happened that you are first defining an array like x is equal to something. You are defining an array and you are also passing the value also, right? Now what happened that you can even we can also customize the index number also. So how to customize it? So how to customize, or we can also customize index numbers. Like for example, I'm giving an example. For example, something like I'll just say a new array of something like 5 is equal to something bash. New array of the index value 9 I want to something store the value as shell scripting. So this way also you can actually customize your indexing value. I mean that you are just making sure that in that particular index value, this value should be there. So here in the index value 5, this value is there, and index number 9, this value is there. So this is an array only. If you ask me, Rajesh, what is there in 0th, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing is there. It's an empty only. It's actually from the 5 it starts with this value. How about 6, 7, 8? Nothing is there. It's an empty only. And in the 9th, you are having this. Can you do it? Can you check it out how it works? See here. New array of 4 something, I'm just checking, is equal to dash. New array of something on the 9th, right? Is equal to something. Scripting. So guys, how you are going to print the value? Can you tell me? Can anyone of you tell me now how we're going to print echo? Open the dollar, open the square bracket, new array, open the square bracket, use at symbol, and then like close the square bracket and then double quote. See, you're printing the whole thing. But here, what happened, right? You're printing the existing array, but here we are having an array, but you don't have a 0, 1, 2, 3, and all. It's all empty. So only this is what it is printed here. Correct? So you want to print the index value. What you are going to do? You are going to use the exclamatory. See, so this is a 4th index value and this is a 9th index value. Clear? So we want to print the count means you have to use hash. Right? 2. Suppose you want to say that, Rajesh, I want to print the 0th. What is it in 0th actually? Oh, nothing is there, sir. 1. Nothing is there, sir. It's empty. Nothing is there. What about the 4? Yeah, 4 we have something as a bash. Yeah. Yes, this will print it. What about the 8? Nothing is there, sir. What about 9? It is there with the scripting. Okay, so this is also one of the way to define an array. Okay, so we can customize the index value like this way, or actually one more way is there, something like a new array. Like, I mean, the same way, whatever you're doing, no, this you can even define in this way also. So you say that the index value 5, okay, should be bash space. The index value 9 should be equal to shell scripting. Yes, this is also a way. This way also can do it. Clear? So I think I've already copied it. I'll paste this. Clear, guys? So same thing. If you go over here, and if you just say something, I'll take an array as something like anything. I can use a P. Open bracket. I'll use the second index value is equal to 2 something space. The index value 5 is equal to Ravi. The index value 8 is equal to Ramesh, something. Then close with the, sorry, what is it? What I did wrong. Oh, sorry, I missed this equal. Sorry. Yeah, now it works. Now how we print it, guys? Echo. See, you're printing everything, right? And you want to print the index value. You know this is the index value. So second, fifth, and eighth index value are these values. And you want to print the count. You know very well that I have to use hash. So here, what happened, right? Here we are using an index value always as a integer value, like 2, 5, 7, right? Obviously, right? Whenever you are having a index value, always index value we are using as a 0, 1, 2, right? That's how it understands, right? The normal, this is a simple array. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you'll say that, Rajesh, instead of using 0, 1, 2, 3, can I use a string actually as an index value? Here the index value by default it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because this is a simple array. If you want to use the index value as a string value, then that should be a associative array. So what is it actually? What I have to say that? Okay, let me even copy paste this also so that. Okay. So what I'm trying to say that actually we can also note. I'll just write it as a note. We can also use, or we can also take the indices or index value as strings also. And that array, if you're using string, is called as associative array. Correct? Normal array, always index value will be 0, 1, 2, 3. For associative array, the index value will not be 0, 1, 2, it will be a string actually. What is it? We will see after some time. Okay. So guys, clear here till here? Any doubts you have? We're just covering some basic things on array. Okay, where effectively we'll be using an array, we'll be using effectively our array in our shell script. And that too where when we are working on for loop or when we are working on looping, right, there we use this arrays effectively. Okay, and also in many script, you will see that these arrays are heavily used actually. Right? Now, the next question is that what is the different types of array? Okay, we have two types of arrays. So what are those? First is not but the index based, you know very well that index based arrays or simply we call it the arrays actually. And the second is nothing but your associative. If anybody asks in an interview, they have to say that there are only two types of arrays are there. Right? So okay, fine, good. Now what is the other question? Next question. See, that's the reason, guys. I have listed all the question, whatever comes in array. Then one by one, I'm answering everything. How to store the command output into an array? So you have to store the command output. So storing the output of a command into an array. How to do it actually? You have to use something like a, let me define one array with the name something like array with the command cmd is equal to, you have to open the bracket, do a dollar, and again open the bracket and mention that command. Like this way, you have to store it in an array actually. For example, so let us take an example. So I'll go to the cell. So let me clear the screen. So now I'll just say, suppose assume that I have a date command. So date command, you're getting this output. Okay, Saturday, September 30th, blah, blah, Somta, mutation 2023. Okay, how I can store an array? Like for example, if I say M is equal to something, open the bracket or dollar of date. Okay, you're storing in a simple variable. I'll just say echo $M. See, you're storing this whole entire data output into some variable, let's say M actually. Now, if you want to store it in an array, you want to store, this is in a simple case. This I'm storing the output of the date into a variable and I'm printing that variable by using echo $M. But you say that, Rajesh, I want to print this date output, the command output into an array actually. So how you do that? I'll just say my command array is equal to, open the bracket, just a dollar, and again date, then again close with the bracket. This is how, this is syntax actually. So it means that here you're using some extra bracket, one more extra bracket. to make sure that this will, the whole output will be saved in a command actually. Sorry, saved in an array actually. Right now, when you execute the date command, you could see that actually you are getting this whole output. So when you're storing it in array, how array will treat, or it will treat it as this as a 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, and the fifth index, like that. How to display it, everything? Okay, I'll just say like this: echo space, open the bracket, dollar. You know how to print it actually. You have to use curly bracket, curly square bracket, my cmd array. Okay, and then like open the square bracket, then use at, right? Everything actually. You can use at or star, both are same actually, right? And again, close with the curly bracket and then see. Now you are able to print everything. Now you say that, sir, I want to print only the 0th index value. See, 0th index. Only the stat will come. So now you understand the importance, guys. Why we are having array? Sometimes they might ask you how you are going to, I want to only print from the date command. I want to only print the month value. So what you do, first you store the whole date output into an array, and then through this indexing value, you can actually print it. Now did you understand the importance of array, guys? Right? So now you say that, sir, I want to print the indexes value. No doubt, actually, no problem. You have to use here exclamatory. It will print the indexes. You want to print the count of it, hash. See? Okay. So let me store this. Okay. How to store the command output in array? This is the way you have to store it. Clear? Okay. How to delete an array or update an existing array with a new value? This is very simple. Yes, Ram. Okay. Thank you, Ram. Okay. Now, deleting an array or even a normal variable, right? You have to always use a command by name unset actually. Unset is a command. Like for example, if you use here, simple. For example, I'm using x is equal to 10. Echo $x will print the value. Suppose you want to unset the value, you have to just run the command unset x. Now you do echo $question mark or echo $x. See, it will not print. So you are unsetting the value. The same unset, guys, it is even used in your array also. Same unset. You have to use unset of some variable name, or else even you can even use a array variable also. Clear? So here what happened? You could see that I have used this my cmd array, right? This is the array. So we want to unset means you have to use unset my cmd array. See, simple. You're unsetting it actually. You unset it. Now you try to print the array value. How to print the array value? I will use this. You think that I can print it now? No, nothing is there. It's empty now. So this is how you have to unset it. By using unset command. Okay. Even like for example, if you want to update an array, like for example, I'm saying updating an array, updating the like existing array. How to do that actually? Suppose you are having some array, something like for example, my array. My array, you are having a value, something like 1, 1 space, 2 space, 3, something like this. You say that, Rajesh, I want to, like update it. I want to even update further more values, right? How we are going to do that? Okay. You can just say my array plus equals 4, 5, 6, like this. Means you are appending. your array. Right? Can we check? Let's see. I think it will work. Remember something. My array 1 is equal to what is it? 1, 2, 3. My array 1 plus equals 4, 5, 6. Then I'll say echo, open the bracket, dollar, my array 1. See, clear guys? You have to use this plus equals like this. Yes. Why I'm saying you so many things that all these things will be used in scripting, guys. That's all. What I'm saying, it is there's nothing like a waste or nothing. Everything you have to know all these things. How to read an array using a read command.
Sir, we can replace, sir, a value.
Yeah, we can replace the value also. You're using indexes, we can replace the value. Yes. Now you know that you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? This is in a 0th index value, third index value, fourth, fifth. This fourth index value or third index value, replace from 4 to 40. Yes, you can do that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So how to read an array? How to read an array using read command? So you have to use a read command with a -a option and specify some array, something like my array. So this is how you have to use it actually. Right? Like for example, you will say something like okay, what is it? How is it? So in the scripting also we use this read command, right? Read space variable name, right? Okay, I will just say read x. See, it is asking my input from the user to give input. So I'll give the value 5, enter. See, then you say echo $x. See, it will store the value 5 into the variable. So read is asking input. Once you give an input, it will be stored into this variable x. Similarly, when I'm using read of -a, okay, I'm just specifying my new array, something. See, it is asking input from user. So let me give the input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. See, it has took it. Now, how you display it, you know very well now. Echo space, open the bracket, $of, open the floor bracket, my new array. See? Is it clear, guys? So the same thing can I use inside my script with a read? Yeah, you have to use a -a option. Whenever you want to store all the values, whatever you're passing into array, you have to use a -a option. Clear? So let me copy paste this also. So how to print it, you know very well, right? Now, for example, you have this. How to print it, you know very well that. Actually, I want to print the fourth index value or third index value. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 4 will be printed like this. I want to print the last value. I don't know. So -1. You will also see that, Rajesh, the way you did it, no, like for example, read enter the value and specify the something like this you did, right? Read -p, enter the value and specify the variable name, something like var. See, enter the value 10. See, echo $var. How to do it for the array? Same thing, guys. Nothing. There's no -p. Enter your array value like this, and specify the array. My new array or my array. Something. Sorry, right? 10, 20, 30, 40. See, now it has printed. Now it has stored. So echo space $. Now you know that my array. ARRT, sorry, that's the spelling mistake. See, clear? So you are printing the string as well as you are asking, so everything will be printed. So this way also can be done. Many people, what they're doing, the scripting, you'll see like this actually. Enter the array values. In your some scripts, you'll see like this. Values -a, my array, like this. No problem. You can use -a or without -a. It works actually. See, like this. Clear, guys? Okay. This is how it is. I think I have covered pretty many things actually in array, right? How to use it, we will see in the advanced scripts. Don't worry. And where we'll see that, yeah, when we are using the array, for loops or looping, there you use this arrays heavily. Okay. So now, what is the second thing, sir? Very important. The different types we said that one is a normal indexing array. Okay, and other is a associative array. So let us understand what's associative array. I'll take another 10 minutes more to complete this. Very important. We will be using this associative also sometime in our scripting. That's what. Why I'm telling you everything. As I said, like when we are using advanced scripts, there you shouldn't ask any doubts to me. You should just understand whatever I'm doing. Associative array. So we already know about the normal array, right? A normal array or index arrays actually. So index array those are the array which has some index values, right? So index always are nothing but the positive integer value or even negative integer value also. Positive integer value starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and negative integer from the -1, -2, -3, -4. So array indexes actually, okay, associative arrays are the arrays with index values as strings. So this is one difference. Somebody asked you what is the difference between index array or normal array with associative array. Normal array will have index value as a integer value, whereas in the associative array, it is always the string as a indices value actually. So whenever you are using normal array, generally what happens, there is no need to declare it actually. You need not to declare it. You can directly use an array. Okay. But we have a declarative array, but whereas in case of an associative array, you need to declare it actually. So what I have to mention, generally we don't have to declare normal arrays before using them, but we have to declare associative arrays before using them. Okay, so how to do that? You have to use a declare with the -A option and specify that my associative array, something like this. This is the example actually. Okay, so let's see here in our shell how it works. So you know that my array is equal to, you can define or you can even have an empty array with this, right? Right? Or else something like you have already seen, new array is equal to, now you can even print, you can even store some value also. Right? But whenever you want to, even you can even declare an array using declare command also. If I'm not wrong, declare -a my array 1, yeah, my array 1, yeah, it will work this way also, but this is the normal array only. Yeah, correct, it will work actually, but here you have to use the small a. But usually we are not usually declaring a normal array. We always directly use it. But still, I think we have a using a I think these are all old method, guys, actually. Declare -a. You can declare a normal array also with the -a. So it means that before you are using normal array, you can even declare it also and then use it actually. That is also possible. Okay. So whereas an associative array, you have to first declare it. Without declaring, you cannot do it. So you have to use a hyphen capital A option. And then how to use it actually, or how to define it. So my associative array is equal to something like name is equal to Rajesh, or else name is equal to bash shell scripting whatever space. What's the version of the bash is equal to, what is the version of the bash, guys? I think it is echo dollar bash underscore version. What is the current version of the bash? It is 4.2 version, right? So I'll say 4.2. So it means that in the associative array, you could see the index value is a string actually here. Or sometimes we call associative array as a key and value pair. Associative array as key value pair. Okay, either you can do this way, or else some people what they'll do, no, they'll use this like this also. My associative array of name is equal to same thing, bash shell scripting like this. My associative array of version like this also, it is both are same actually. Clear, guys? So as I said, like simple associative array are called as a key and value pair or key and value pair representation. Okay, let's see. Let us do this and we'll try to complete this one. Okay, so declare capital A as my associative array. First, you need to declare it, and then you have to say that my associative array is equal to, open the bracket, like I'll just say name is equal to bash shell scripting space version is equal to 4.2 and then close it. Clear? How to display it? You have to say echo space, open the dollar, open the square bracket, my associative array, same thing, whatever do it. So it will print everything. So what it is doing, it is printing here this value, and then it is printing here. Whereas when you're printing a normal, it always prints from the 0 to all. Whereas in associative array, it can print in any order. There's no order while printing it. So, but you could see that it is only printing the values, right? This is a key and this is a value. It is only printing the values. So as I said, it can even print this way also. First this one and this, or it can print in any way. There is no order as such actually. Right? You say that Rajesh, I want to print the index value. So index value is something like a name and version. How to print index value? Now you know very well that I have to use this exclamatory like this. See, can you see now? Version, name, these two are getting printed here. So these are the index values. Can we print the count? Yeah, I think can print the count also. 2. Okay. Rajesh, can you print the, if I give the name, does it print the value? Yes. No, so here I have to, yeah, yes. If I give the version, yes, it will print the value. So this is nothing but the key and value pair. So what is the key difference, guys? If somebody asks you what is the difference between index or associate value, you have to say that associate value should be declared before using, right? Whereas a normal array or the normal index value, you need not to declare it actually. Index arrays are always indexes are number numbers. It is positive or negative integers like 0, 1, 2, 3 or -1, -2, -3, which is nothing but negative indexes, we say. Whereas associative indexes should always be a string based value, or associative arrays are key and value p. Clear, guys? I hope that you understood everything about the array. So this is all the basics of array, whatever. No, there's nothing like a, see, there's nothing like a reverse or order. Here we are not maintaining order. Here we're maintaining a key and value pair only. That's all. If you pass a key value, it will give an array. So see here, I'm defining an associative array. But when I'm printing it, the whole associative array, it can print it in any order. It is printed from here. It is not like it is printing in the sequence manner. So there is nothing like a reverse order when it comes to associative array. So clear, guys. So what did we cover? We covered now the positional parameters and the arrays. Right? Now what we're going to do now. So as I said, like we have to continue from the looping actually. That's a for loop actually. And yesterday we saw that we covered a basic for loop actually. Right? The basic for loop we covered yesterday. Now, what we're going to do now, we will continue with the for loop only, guys. So what we understood, what are the different ways to use the for loop? Yesterday we saw that we use a simple for loop, like example, for variable name in, right? So we yesterday we started with the for loop only. So what is a basic loop? The basic for loop is, you saw that, like for example, for variable name in, option is about list of values you can pass. And then write the statement, close is do with done. This is one simple basic for loop use. One more C language type for loop. I think I remember I even covered this also. C language type of loop. What is it, sir? For double bracket, initialization. Sorry, spelling might be wrong, but okay. Semicolon. What is it? Condition. Semicolon. Increment actually. Increment or decrement, whatever. Increment or decrement, whatever the value. The last. And then like do write the statements like command 1 and command 2. Close is do with done. These are the two ways where you can implement the for loops. We have various different loops. As I said, like for loop is there, while is there, until is there, select is there, but we will see all those things today. Okay. And also I explained you, I think, very, very simple for loop. For example, I think, yeah, this is what the simple, right? So here what happened, right? We are using a for loop where I'm using some variable as a counter. Counter is equal to 1. You are first initializing it. If you see it, first you need to initialize it. That's what we call the initialization. So initializing a variable count is equal to 1. Count is less than equal to 10. And later you are using count plus plus. And you could see that actually this for loop will keep executing until this condition is true. Once this condition will become false. So first is number count is equal to 1. Yes. So first is count is equal to 1. Yes. Correct. Okay. Count is less than 10. The count value is 1. 1 is less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. So this condition is true. As soon as this condition is true, it'll get inside the for loop. Inside the for loop, you have one simple statement. Echo, this is C type of loop. It will be printed. And then what happened, right? After this is complete, this printed, what happened, right? This count will be called. This increment will be called count plus plus. So now the count value will be 2. Now, since what happened, again, it will go to the loop here. Again, what happened is counter is less than 10. That is 2 is less than 10. No, 2 is less than 10. That is true. Get again inside the for loop. Again, it printed. Again, counter will be incremented from 2 to 3. Like that will be keep incrementing until this condition is true. Once this condition become false, now it will come out from the for loop. Right? This is what we see in right actually. So for one dot sh. See, it will be printing 10 times. Right? The string will be printed 10. So whatever you are having, right, it will be printed for 10 times. Right? Now you will say, sir, I want to print the count value only, sir. I want to print the count value. Here, if you see in the for loop, you will say, sir, I want to print this count value only, sir. CNT count only. No problem. We can even print it also. What is it? You can print the value only, no? What do you have to do? You say that $CNT, that's all. All the count value. Dot slash for one dot sh. It will print the value. Since you're not using inside the for loop, you're only using echo. That echo statement was printing. Now you want to print the value only. Yeah, you can use that value. You can use that variable inside your for loop and you can print it also whenever you need it. Right? So what you don't do that. So always whenever you are having, so you can even do something like this. For example, you can even first clear the screen and then you just say that echo we are working with for loop. Right after this, echo we are ending with for loop, something. So make sure that actually you understand. See, when I'm executing this, you know very well that. See, it will print, we are working the for loop, it will print all the values, and then in the end, you are saying that we are ending the for loop. Correct? Now, sometime what happened that you have to use some kind of infinity. Infinity means infinity for loop you have to use. For that, guys, infinity for the for loop. Guys, yes. Any doubts you have? Kaushal? Balakrishna, sir? Anybody have any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So you have to use infinity. For infinity, the infinitely I want to print it. You have to use for double bracket, give double semicolon. That's all. And do write the statement like this. Close this do with it. So we have to use many times this. Okay. So what I will do here, guys, I'll do one thing. I'll copy everything outside. I will not make it as a separate like loop actually. So I'll remove these loops. So you have for loop everything here only. Okay. For loop and everything here only. So I will just write as a infinity loop. Infinity loop dot sh. Okay, /bin/bash echo. This is for loop something for double bracket double semicolon. This is infinity. Do echo. This is infinity loop. And what I will do, in printing it, I'll use a like sleep of 1 second. Do with done. Then I'll say echo. Or I don't want it anything. Okay. So now you could see that I'm having this line. So now if so, let me give the permission, exit permission of infinity loop. Now you could see that it will be printing, it will keep printing. So it will, so what is happening that it will be keep printing because you are using infinity loop. So how to use infinity loop? You have to use this syntax, right? For this, so infinite. So this is something like a true condition always. And inside it, what you did here, you have introduced a sleep. So after printing this string, it will wait for 1 second, and again it will go into that for loop. Again in the for loop inside, it will take me inside for loop, and then again it will be printed. Again it will wait for sleep for 1 second. Again it will go. So you could see that it will be continuously, it is getting printed, unless and until you don't do Control C, right? Now you'll say that, sir, I want to print this infinity loop for 10 times, and then I want to come out. Okay, I don't want to infinitely print it all, right? How to do that actually? So first, let me do one thing. Let me copy this script actually. Guys, I will not be pasting the output, because output you understand it. I mean, you execute the script and you just maintain, but I'm just writing a, I'm only pasting the script only. Okay. Don't worry about real time, Ram. We will see it actually. I'm just trying to tell you something about all the basic things now. So in the real time, when you see, you will understand it. So whatever I'm explaining, everything, just record in your mind. Okay. Once we come across with some scripts, right, you will be seeing that all these bits and pieces. That's the reason yesterday I told you one thing. Whatever I'm explaining now, everything, all bits, pieces, everything you have to remember, or you have to practice, or you have to keep it a note in your mind. Because all the things, whatever we discuss, somewhere in a script, it will be used. Definitely it will be used actually. Okay. Fine. Now, you'll say, sir, I want to print for something like 10 times, and I want to execute it actually. So how we are going to do that? Same thing. Sorry, infinity loop count actually, something count dot sh. There are many ways are there. And one more thing, guys, very important, that you can achieve implementing any script n number of different ways. It is not like that only one way. There are n number of ways are there where you can achieve the same output. Okay. So this is for loop. This is for loop, or what? This is the infinity for loop. Okay. So that you have this for loop. Sorry, please. Okay. Do, what is it? Echo. This is infinity loop. Then I've introduced something like I should have copied the previous only. Yeah, but close it down. Now you'll say that, sir, I want to print only this 10 times and I have to come. So what you do first, before that, before the for loop inside, you first maintain one variable, counter is equal to 1. Something. Inside it, what you have to do, this is the infinity loop. After this, what you have to do, guys, you have to do something like a counter plus plus. How to increment the counter in the integer? You have to use double bracket cnt plus plus, like this. Sleep for 1 second. Fine. This is okay. Now you are going to check the condition. If, open the double bracket, if dollar of counter is equal to 10, then what have to do that? Then there is something to break out from the loop. We use something on break. Break it. Close this if condition with F5. Simple. Clear? It means that you're managing the loop to be executed only for 10 times. How you are managing it? You are introducing one counter variable, and you're checking if the counter is equal to 10. If it is equal to 10, then what happened? You're breaking it. Breaking will not happen. Break will try to break out from your existing loop. It means that what are the for loop is executed, right? It will try to exit from the exist. It will not go, your for loop will not proceed further for executing other values. It will stop there and there itself whenever you are coming across with this break statement. So break statement will make out you to break out from that condition. It doesn't mean that you are calling a break means your script will execute. No, it doesn't mean that your script will exit. No, your script will not exit. It only exit out from that condition or from that loop actually. That's what we use this break statement. Okay. So now you could see that it will print for how many times it will print, guys? It will print for only for 10 times now. Earlier it was printing for how many times? It was printing for infinite time, right? Because right, I'll save the script. Now I'll show a chmod plus x infinity loop count 10 times or whatever / infinity count. See, it will print for 10 times and then it will come out from it. Correct? Okay. Okay. Good. Very good. Okay. What else? Now, very important is that actually, as I said earlier, it will break out from the for loop. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you are breaking out from the script itself, or else you're coming out from the script. For example, suppose assume that the script actually infinity loop hyphen count dot sh. You would see that okay, at the end I will mention like done, right? I'll mention something like echo. We are out of the loop. So you could see that even this echo is printed now. After getting breaked, it doesn't matter you're coming out from the script. After 10 times it executes, right? This is infinite loop. You could see when it is coming out, this echo will also get executed here. See, after it prints 10 times, this string, this is infinite row. After it prints, now you could see that it also prints the last one. Yeah, we are out of it. So that's what I'm just trying to say, that break will make sure that you're coming out from that condition or from that loop actually. And doesn't mean that you are coming out from the script. If you're using exit here, it will come out from the script actually. See, if you're using exit here, you will come out from the script only. You'll come out from the for loop, you'll also come out from the script also. And then this will not be printed. See, you can make a difference now. See, the last echo, that is we are out of the loop, will not be printed at all. See, after executing 10 times, now it will break, it will come out from the script itself. So it means that even though there are many lines are there, below that there might be many lines are there, or there'll be a lot of lines are there. Those things will not be executed at all if you're using exit. So always be careful whenever you're implementing it. Always, whenever you want to get out from the for looping, but still there are many other lines are there, it has to be executed. You should always use the break statement. Clear, guys? Okay. I think already we have printed it, but still, let me even copy paste this again so that you'll get to know. So I just added at the end, I just added one line, that is echo line. That's all. Is it clear, guys? Till here? Any doubts? Amit Chana, any doubt you have? Balkrishna sir, Girish sir, Gopal sir?
So it's clear, sir.
It's simple, right? Is it you're finding difficult to understand?
No, sir, no, sir.
It's simple, right? Yeah.
No, sir.
Good. Okay, now what we will do, right? We will see one small example of using this for loop, how we can use this for loop. Okay. Suppose, for example, you are having a multiple servers. You are having multiple servers in your data center. You want to check each and every machine, whether those machines are up or not. It means that you have something like you have lots of servers are there like this. You have lots of servers in your system, in your data centers. So it means that you should have a script. This is your system. You should have a script where that script should ping to each and every machine. It should get the status of that machine whether it's up or not, and then you need to get the results, right? So you need to ping to each and every system, and you need to get the status actually, right? So now, how to write a script for that? Okay. So let me do a thing. Let me write something like a ping one dot or ping dot or whatever it might be. Hash bang slash bin slash bash. So hash, who's author? So Rajesh is author. Okay. What is the description or the purpose of that script? Description to in order to see whether the host is alive or not alive, something. Version something like 1.0 whatever. So these are some important things. As I said earlier, you need to always make sure that you should always have this habit of mentioning all the details in your script, and also you can even mention the date also, like on which date the script was written. It's always good actually. So 30th September 2023. This is always better actually, so that, right? Now, so it is better that you should always use the for loop, because that you need to ping to each and every machine, right? So you know very well that how to ping. So let me come back here. So you know that if I do a if config command, if you execute if config command, you see that this is the IP address of my machine, right? And also you could see that in the Ubuntu also, this is CentOS machine. In the Ubuntu also, you have this public IP. So this is a public IP of your Ubuntu server. I'll copy it. If I want to ping from my CentOS to the public IP to the Ubuntu server, I'll just say ping and specify that IP address of that. So you could see that you will start pinging it up. So you can check whether the system is up or not with the help of a ping command, right? So here it will be continuously pinging unless until I do a control C, right? It will be keep pinging. So you'll say that, sir, I want to ping only some 3 times actually. No problem. You will just say -C 5. It will print for 5 times. It will ping and it will come out. Or if you want to give the 3 ways, you can give -C 3. You can give like that. Correct? Now I want to check it out. So here, guys, in my example, I don't have much server except this 2 server. I don't have. I want to print some. If there are 100 servers are there, I want to check it. So I don't have that much. So what we do? Well, let me do one thing. I have this. CentOS server. If I use a sudo if config, you could know that you have this IP address. Okay, let me create some more virtual IP. Sudo if config. You have a ETH interface. Okay, ETH:1, right? 192.168.0.1. See, you have assigned a virtual IP address. Similarly, ETH02, I'll give at a 192.168.0.2. For the 3, I will give it as a 0.100 or whatever. So I've given 3 virtual IP addresses. If I do a sudo if config command, can you see here? You got some virtual IP addresses. Can I ping to these machines or to these servers or to this IP address? Yes, you can ping it. 192.168.0.100. See, you're able to ping it. Can I ping it to 192.168.0.101 or 200? Let me check. There is no IP address with this slide. So the ping will fail here. So destination host unreachable. See, you'll get this error. So the ping is getting failed here. Correct, guys? The ping is getting failed here. You are unable to reach out because that IP address doesn't exist. Now, with this logic, and also we will use this also because even the Ubuntu server is up and right, we can even use this IP address also, right? This is the public IP. I can even use this also. right? Already showed you. Ping to this IP address from CentOS. It will ping it because it is reachable. So with this, actually, can we write a small script? Yes, we can write it. So what is that? Ping 1.sh. So what I will do here, I will use a for loop for variable name. I can use anything like for variable each, but before you use the variable name, make sure that, okay, you are pinging it to a host. Better to use some good variable names. Like, for example, the variable name is host. Yeah, in stands for option. And I have to mention $* or $@. In positional parameter, we saw dollar and $* or $@ is, but what all the parameter you are passing is nothing but your $, right? Then you are say do, then in a ping hyphen of C3 $of host. You are pinging the 3 times the ping. What are the output you are getting? That output you are running in a background and you're redirecting it to the /dev/null. So once ping is successful, always it returns the value 0. So you use if condition. If of $of, as I said, right, you have to always use a double bracket. $of question mark is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then you use that, use echo the $host is alive, else echo, instead of echo, let me do one thing, let me print, use the print actually. Printf. What is it, sir? Percentage of minus, I'll give something like 30 spaces is alive. Is else printf percentage of minus 30s is not alive. Close this if condition with fi, close this do with done. Simple. Yes, correct. To check the IP address, yes, right, Priyanka. So we are just writing a small script here. What happened that you need to pass the parameters while the script is running because you're using $. $* means you have to pass some parameter. What parameter you have to pass? Oh, I need to pass a parameter as an IP address because here you're pinging to the IP address, right? Because whatever you're passing a parameter, you are actually taking every parameter to this variable host, and then inside the for loop, you're using that ping -c-c3 and that host name. Host name is nothing but the IP address. Correct? So now let's save the script and then give the permission, execute permission for this ping1.sh. And let me execute it. When you don't give, guys, when you are not giving any inputs, actually, when you are not giving the inputs, what happened? Nothing will happen. Why? Because you're not passing any parameter at all. So this should be a kind of a failure, right? It should exit out, right? Correct? So it means that here you have to pass minimum, at least minimum one parameter. You can pass n number of parameters. Means n number of IP address you can pass. There's no restriction also. But at least what happened that you should at least minimum pass at least one parameter, right? Right. So what you're going to do, or else we will see later that we'll add that later. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now let's just try to understand that. Okay, I'm just pinging it. Ping1.sh space. I need to print something like 192.168.0.1, 192.168.0.2, 192.168.0.100. These are all valid parameter. 192.168 168.0.200. There is no there is no IP address with this value, with this IP address. And then let me take the IP address of the Ubuntu server also and paste it. See. So this is alive. This is alive. Right? So 192, 168, 169, this is wrong actually. See, there's no IP address with this name. It is not alive. This is not alive, and this is alive. See. So now, so cat of ping1.sh. Now again, I will try to execute the script, but I will correct it here so that you will get the proper one. Not alive, and this is alive. Like this, you will get a. So this is how a simple way of using a for loop. Is it clear, guys? Clear? Now here, Ram has asked some question here. If I have a ping1.sh, see here. Suppose I'm not using this at all. Just to see. And I will make it as a 2. Instead of 3, I'll make it a 2. Now you see the output, guys. Now first you see the script. You know very well that the script is something okay. So here I've removed this. You're just pinging it up. Now you see the output. When I'm executing with this, how it see. So it will ping it. You will get the ping message also. You're getting a ping message also. And also here you're getting, see, let it complete. Now you could see that first it is pinging it. Okay. And it is saying that this IP address is alive. Now again, it is pinging it to 192.168 or everything. You're getting a whole statistic. Then finally you're getting this one. And now you're pinging to 192.168.0.100. And now you are getting at the end, you are getting this. That you are saying that this is alive. When you are pinging it to 192.168.0.200, but this it says that destination host unreachable, and now you are saying that 192.168.0 is not alive. So why you want to get this ping output, guys? You shouldn't get this output when you shouldn't get the output while executing script. So what you're doing this whole ping command. I want to just check the status. I want to run this whole command in the background, that is ampersand, and the same output I should redirect to the, instead of coming to the screen, I want to redirect to the /null file. We have already discussed this. /null file is going to nullify the effect. It will not get the output to the screen at all. Now I will say this. Now if I do an ls command, ls will list out all the files and directories, present work directory. But if I do ls greater than /null, see, the output is not coming to screen. It is redirected to a /null file. /null file is a special character device file where it will nullify the effect. But what I'm doing here, I am saying, Rajesh, you execute this ls output in the background only. The output also should come to the /null. See, so nothing is coming. But how you check it, whether the ls command has successfully executed or not? Echo $? Or it returns 0. It means that ls has successfully executed and the output has redirected to the /null file. Suppose you say ltt something. This is not a command at all, right? See, command output. So now what you will do? You are running in the background. Plus you are redirecting that to the /null file. Right? It's an error only, no? See, error also is not coming to a screen. It is redirected to a file. So the same logic I'm using here in this file, in this script also. See, the whole ping command, this whole ping -c2 and the host name, the whole output I'm not getting it to the screen. I'm redirecting it to the /null file. That's what you have to use it. Like this. Clear?
Rajesh, -2 means -C2.
Count, sir. Count. C2. Twice you have to ping. Now, if I try to ping 192.168.0.1, it will be continuously pinging, right? If I don't use control C, see, it will be keep printing. Never, it will be keep printing. It will not stop at all. Unless and until I do control C. But I don't want to continuously print it, sir. I want to print it only few times. I want to only print it few times. Then I have to introduce the hyphen option, which is number count, and specify the count. So I want to only count it. I want to only ping it twice. See, can you see it? One time it got pinged, second time. Only 2 times it has got pinged. If you give 3, it'll try to ping for 3 times. See?
Okay.
3 times it has got pinged.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Guys, you can mute it. Yeah, there is some background noise here. So thank you. Yeah. Rajesh, here you are trying to pass the parameter, man. Actually, yeah, that's correct only what you're doing. But is there any kind of a modification can be made in the script? Actually, I mean, you can do it, but yeah. See, suppose like I want to ping, I am copying the same file as something. Ping 2.sh. Ping 2.sh. A slight modification, not that much actually. So you say that Rajesh, here I'm passing is a $star. It means that you want to pass in a command line. I don't want to do that. I want to make it here only. So here only I want to make it. So how do you do that? So you know that I have an IP address of 192.168.0.1, 192.168.0.2, 192.168.0.100. Like that I'm having. Right? So I know that I am having an IP address of 192.168.0.1, 0.2, 0.100. So I'll just say 0.1, 0.2, and 0.100. I'll also even pass it as 0.200, which is not there. See, I'm doing only a slight modification here. Yeah, correct. Yes, that's all. That's all. So I need not to pass any parameter at all. So I'll save this file. I'll just say chmod plus x ping 2.sh. Now you'll see that cat of ping 2.sh. Right, this is a script, and I'll just try to execute the script. See. So I'm not passing any parameter at all. I'm making it. So I did little modification here in the script, inside the script only. See, you could understand now. I'm using a for variable name n instance or option. I'm passing some value 1, 2, 100, and 200. But you could see that in the host, I'm defining a host variable is equal to, I'm starting with this 192.168.0. And at the last, I'm just changing it to $. And because you are having an IP address with 192.168.0.1, 192.168.0.2, 192.168.0.100 is there. 200 anyway, it is not there. But here what happens, see, I'm just passing here as a command argument. So options I'm passing, this each and every options I'm just substituting it here, and this is my nothing but my complete host, and here inside that I'm using this ping command with this host value, right? So it's more or less same only, but I'm just doing slight modification to make sure that okay, here I'm not passing any command argument. Earlier what happened, if you see the ping 1.sh, you are passing it as a $star here. So $star is what you need to pass when your script is getting executed, right here. But whereas here in the ping 2.sh, you are not passing any parameter. You are making slight modification in your script itself so that you know that there is some range is there. So within that range only, I want to just check it out. So you can make it a static, and then you can run that script by just executing the script. You don't have to pass any parameter at all now. Correct, guys? Is it fine? These two examples. One more example is there, which I want to show, but not now. I will show after some time. Okay. What is it actually? Means what is that example is that we use the for loop only. You can use anyway. Like for example, assume that you're having your server like this. This is something like your stager or some server is there actually. And in your data center, you are having some 100 servers or 200 servers, whatever the servers are there, like this. These are servers, server 1, server 2, server 3, like that, server 100, server 1000. Hundreds or thousands of servers are there. Now you will say that, Rajesh, in each and every server, my script, what a script I write, right? I want to log into this server. Okay. Okay. Install some package, like install the Tomcat package and come out. Again, my same script, what it has to do, it has to do an SS to this server, install the Tomcat package and come right. So it means that in every server, guys, in hundreds or thousands of servers, you want to install this package and come out. Install this package and come out. How to do that actually? The same logic. So, I mean, you need to have the list of all this server IP address, right? Pass on that to each and every first you need to see there are many logics are there. First, what happened, right? First you need to check whether the server is up or not. Check the first condition is what? First condition is what? The first is that actually you need to have the list of files, the list of server IPs, right? That's the first thing you need to have. It means that whatever you're having this server, like 100 or 200,000 servers, you need to have a list of that actually. Second point is that what? Is that actually, the second point is that actually you need to check whether you're reachable or not. Whether you are able to reach to all those servers or not, all those server IPs or not. So what you're going to do, you can either with the help of a ping command, ping this IP address, whether you're able to reach or not. Ping to this IP address, whether you're reaching or not. That is the second thing. And the third important, once you're pinging it actually, once you're able to ping it, now what you have to do, you have to do an SSH actually. From here to here, you have to do an SSH connection. But make sure that whenever you are doing SSH, there should be passwordless communication, passwordless authentication. Right? So it means that you want to, from here, this is like a stager or your Bastion server. From here, where your script you have written, right? From here, you have to log into the server, execute some command and come out from here. Again, from here, again, log into this server, execute and come out from here. Right? So these are the condition, guys, actually. Do you agree with me about all these things? Right? So for doing this, how to do a passwordless communication, this is anyhow, we know that you should have a list actually, right? You need to have a list, or you can have either list of a file. Inside a file, you can have place all the IP addresses so that you will be referring to a file actually where you're having a list of all the IP addresses. Then ping each and every IP address from this list of the file. And if ping is successful, then you do an SSH. And while doing SSH, it should do a passwordless authentication. Once it does a passwordless authentication, then you try to install this Tomcat package. And finally, what you're doing that, sorry, I missed it, fourth point. What is the fourth point? Yeah. The fourth point is that what? Once you are doing SSH, sorry guys. So once you're doing SSH, the fourth point is that install the Tomcat package. I'm just taking a package, Tomcat. It can be anything. Suppose you're just simply installing some wget package. You need to install the wget package in January. So this one I will not be able to show now only because we have not yet come to the remote server, those things and all. We will, once we complete the remote server scripts, then you will get to know about the SSH connection and all. And here basically you can use the SSH pass command. That is very important to make sure that you are automating all these things very well. So this is one use case. So here in this use case, you will be using a for loop. Definitely you have to use some loop. So best is for loop actually. Is it clear, guys, this scenario? So we will write a script after some point of time. Maybe tomorrow we'll write a script for this. Clear? Fine, guys. Now let us do one thing. Let us take an example of I want to install some packages actually. I need to install some packages. Okay. in my CentOS machine. This is my CentOS machine, right? I need to install the package. Like, for example, I want to install the Vim package. So shell script to install Vim package. I will also install the HTTP package. Even I want to install some wget package, and also I have to install some nginx package. These are the package I need to install it. So this is our CentOS machine. For the CentOS, you will be using yum. Okay, yum command to install it. So whenever you're installing a package, the first condition is that whenever you are installing the packages, you should log in, or you should be as a root user or sudo user, whatever. And then use the yum command to install the package. So this is in case of a CentOS machine. But if you are into your Ubuntu, you know very well that I'll be using a apt-get install command. Actually, this is a command we use in case of a Ubuntu servers. Okay, so how to do that actually? So this is also one of the example where I want to showcase how we use a for loop actually, or any kind of looping actually. Clear, guys? So what? Yes, sir.
Passwordless authentication, will you do in scripting level or will you do in manually in each machine? Will
You can do both the way, sir. You can do, or you can even do inside a script also. Even in Ansible
Okay.
also can do, or you will do it in manually. We'll do it actually, because we will not be doing in script actually. Script also can do it actually. There's nothing like that. You can manually, you will do it, and later, because our intent is to showcase how these loops are working. Right. That's all. You can do it in script also, no doubt. Okay. Now,
even Ansible also will do same work. Is there any difference in performance level?
sir, your voice got break. Come again. What you asked?
In even Ansible tool also we can do the same concept. Install VM.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Yes, yes, same thing. You're doing. See what happened? No, in Ansible, what you're doing. See in Ansible, what happened? Suppose you want to execute some 10 commands. Actually, you have to call the Ansible models, the shell model 10 times. You want to call. Instead of it, what you can do, you can write a script. You can tell the Ansible to execute the script in 10 servers. Actually. So some n number of instructions you want to execute means Ansible cannot do some n number of instruction in one point of line. In one line, it cannot do it. It can do one at a time actually. Or else you need to pass some parameter within your Ansible to execute all those 10 commands. But what we do usually, better you write a script actually, and you tell their Ansible to execute the script in all the servers, whichever you want to execute it.
Is there any impact of performance level? Both
nothing like that, sir. Nothing like
that.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Okay.
Ansible is just Ansible is just nothing but your configuration management tool. Right.
Okay.
So where what happened, right? You in a real time, what happened in Ansible, you're managing or controlling n number of servers. It's not only one server, n number of servers. So you want to achieve some task of executing the same thing in n number of servers, right? You use Ansible. But whenever if you want to execute some n number of commands in all the servers, all 100 servers you want to execute means you write a script and call the script. You tell your Ansible to execute that script in all the 100 servers actually.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Yeah,
fine.
Understood.
Yes, sir. Now we will go ahead now with our understanding about how to write a script for this. It's very simple, guys. Now what I will do, right? For this, I need to get as a I need to get it as a super user or the root user. Okay, let me switch to the root user. Okay, so I'm into the root user now. So let me go to this path /home CentOS scripts where I have this. Here only I will write. Okay. Okay. So what is it? What the script name will give? Install int install multi pkg something multi package.sh. something, this script name I will give like this. Correct? So I'll open the script. You know very well that I have to use this first line. And also I'll write the author, purpose or description, whatever you do. Multiple packages, right? Now, whenever you are, see, because you are a root user, you have a authority to install any package because you have a permission to run the yum command. Suppose assume that you are a normal user, right? When you are working as a normal user, when you are executing the script as a normal user, you cannot execute it. It has to throw a saying that only a root user can execute it actually, right? For that condition to achieve, what you're going to do? You're going to use if condition, open the double bracket and use a dollar of what is it used? I use ID command with the -u option. I've shown this earlier also. Okay, is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then what have to use that? Then echo please or whatever is run from root user or with sudo privileges, whatever. And close this if condition F5. So it means that whenever you are running a script, actually, please make sure that you need to check whether the user is root or not with this if condition. But assume that if a normal user is executing, it will print the string, but you want to exit out from the script. It's not like that you can install it, right? You want to exit out from the script. So you have to use a exit and give some value, exit one value. So you're exiting out with the error condition, saying that, okay, you are not a root user, right? So now after this, what happened, right? Suppose, let me do one thing, guys. Let me first install only one package, the Vim package. Okay. So if you check it out, whether the Vim package is installed or not, I'll just say which Vim, just to check it out. Yeah. Which Vim? Vim is not there at all in my system. Vim is not installed. Okay. So when I'm executing which Vim, it says that no which Vim. Or else you can even check with the RPM-QA, pipette to grep-i Vim. See, Vim is not there. Vim minimal is there. Vim enhanced package is not there. Okay. Whether the VI is there, which VI? VI is there, but Vim is not there. When you're installing a Vim enhanced package, then you'll get this Vim actually. So right now what happened, I'm just checking whether the Vim package installed or not. It is not installed. Right? Vim enhanced package is not installed. That's what you're not getting this Vim command actually. Okay. So now what you're doing here, you have to first check whether Vim is installed or not in a system. If it is not installed, see how we are going to do install. Suppose, for example, I want to install the Vim package. Right? How we are going to install? You have to install a yum install Vim, right? Like for example, I have something like this. Vi, what is the script name? Install multi package. See what I will do? Forget about all these things. Just in a simple way, I can write like this: yum install Vim -y. Simple like that. That's all. This is the only line I will do. And I'll say this file. And I'll use a chmod +x in install multi-package.sh and then run the script actually. See, what is it? Sorry. Okay, I think I did a small mistake here. What is it? Not equal to, why I'm giving space here? Not equal to 0. So now again you run the script. See, you're installing the Vim package. See, the Vim is getting installed. See, you could see that even Vim enhanced, you could see very clearly, Vim common and Vim enhanced is installed. This is what I need. Now the Vim package is getting installed. After Vim is getting installed, if you execute the which Vim, now it is showing that Vim package is there. So assume that the Vim package is already installed and you want to first check whether Vim is installed or not, then only you install it. If Vim is already installed, why you want to install it? So I have to check the condition also, right? So what you're doing here in the script. So I will do this later, but before that, what I will do, I will use the if condition. What is it? Which Vim? What are the output you're getting that you redirect it to the /dev null? I don't want to get this. See, if you run this, which Vim, you'll get this output, right? Which Vim? You'll get this output right here, like this. I don't want to get this output, man. I want to just verify whether Vim is there or not. So what you're doing here, in an if condition, if Vim, which Vim greater than, ampersand greater than, print that I want to just get the output. I should not get the output. I have to redirect to a null file. After that, what happened? If this, if this condition is true, if this condition is true, then if this condition is true, then echo already Vim is installed. Else, if it is not installed, then you have to say that, okay, echo something, installing Vim package. pkgs package. And then you need to call this command yum install vim -y. Correct? Even while installing, see, now what I will do that and close this if condition with fi. Correct? So this is a simple way where I'm only installing only one package. Right? So now what I will do that, I will save the script. So now if I run the script, already it is installed. What will get the output, you see? See, already Vim is installed. Assume that I'm removing the Vim. I'm uninstalling the Vim. Yum remove Vim -y. You're using a remove option to remove this Vim package. Now Vim has been uninstalled. Now you run the script. See? So what is saying that, guys? It says that actually that. Where is it, man? Sorry. Where is it? Yeah, when you're running it, see, it is actually installing it. See, installing the Vim package, and then you're getting it. Even this output also you shouldn't get. Why I should get all this output, man, when you're running a script? You shouldn't get, right? So what you're doing, so you have to say that yum. Let me remove that package again one more time. So that I'll remove that package. Yes, I removed it. Go back to your script. And then like here, what you have to do that, you know very well the trick now is that actually you have to use a percentage greater than /dev null. Oh, I don't need it now. I don't need the output of the whole yum command, man. I want to make sure that Vim is installed. Now, after installing the Vim, guys, how do you verify whether the Vim is installed or not? Okay, let me do one thing here. Let me write one more if condition. If double bracket dollar of question mark is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, right? It means that if this command has, if the command yum has successfully get executed, then what you will do? Then you will say that. Then I'll say that echo successfully installed Vim package or Vim pkg, something whatever. Else, if it is Vim, somehow if the yum is not able to identify the Vim and in the repository, if it is unable to find this, definitely yum will fail actually. Then in that case, you have to just say else part. What to do? That echo unable to install Vim package. Close this if condition with fi. right? So this if condition has to close with this fi. This if condition has to be closed with this fi. Do you agree with me? Right? So now, so this is little bit improvisation we have did in our script. So now I'll see the script. I'll just run the script again. Install multi-package. See, installing the Vim, successfully install the Vim package, right? So it means that we have installed the Vim package successfully. Is it clear till here, guys? So if I do a cat of install multi package.sh, this is a script actually. So I'm installing only one package, but we are supposed to install the multiple packages. Like I want to install even the HTTPD, wget, nginx, all this package I have to install, right? So only one, I'm just testing first package, whether I'm able to install at least one package through a script actually. So I've written a script. Now I have to little bit do a modification in my script so that I can even install the other package also. So always, whenever any problem statement is given to you, first you break down everything piece. First write one, address one problem statement. Second, don't try to everything, add on everything. You can't do it. I mean, you have to do some test and all you have to do, right? So always you have to break down the problem statement. Just achieve one problem statement by writing a script. Once it works, implement the same thing for second, third, fourth problem statement like that. So here I want to install multiple packages. Instead of doing it everything at short, first you check whether how the first I can install one package. Once that is done, yeah, then you can install all other packages. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. That's what I'm saying. Ram, you can do it. I'm just showing you. Now, later I'll show you how to pass a parameter. Even you can pass a parameter while running a script. That is through the position parameter. We know very well now. So we'll discuss all these things, guys. When I'm saying something, you expect that next I'm going to tell that only. So next I'm going to say that, okay, instead of making it hard-coded within your script, can I pass the parameter while running a script? Yes. All the things I'll come across now. Right. So now, so what you're doing that, okay, you have written a script actually, right? So let me copy this script actually. Maintain your notepad. So basically, the script is, we are working on the CentOS machine and CentOS is having a yum. So hence we are writing a script on yum on the CentOS machine. Suppose if you are having your Ubuntu, in Ubuntu, the package name is same. In Ubuntu, you will have a Vim package, but instead of HTTPD, in Ubuntu, instead of HTTP, you need to have a package by name Apache. Many of the packages are the same name, some packages with a little bit different, but there it is in CentOS, it is HTTPD. In Ubuntu, it is Apache 2, right? That is what it is. Whereas other packages like Vim, wget, nginx are the same name even in Ubuntu also, and even in CentOS and Ubuntu both actually. Okay. Now, this is fine. Okay, good. Now I will save this script actually. Script. Now I'll exit out from your this one. So I'll make sure that actually I run the same script. What is it? Where is the script? Not Infinity. Install multi-script. Can I run through the CentOS? Let's see. See, it is throwing an error because you are not a super user, or you need to have a sudo user. Can I run it through sudo command? Yes, you can run it through sudo, sir. No problem. You can run it through sudo. Yes, sir. You can do a sudo / install -mul. Yeah, you can run it because CentOS is sudo user. Apart from CentOS and root, Rajesh, Mahisar, all those users, they don't have sudo user permission. They can't even run with the sudo command. But here I'm using sudo command. But understand that CentOS is a normal user who is not a sudo user. So then in that case, when he is executing the script, now he will get this error like this. Right? So now, for example, just see. Right? For example, now you could see that. See, I'll do one thing. I'll just sudo yum remove vim -y. I'm removing this package actually. See, I have removed this package now. Being a normal CentOS user. Okay. Now, if you see Here what I'm doing, I'm just checking whether the ID is equal to not equal to 0. Yes, CentOS ID is not equal to 0. Hence, you're getting this echo statement printed, right? Please run as a root user. But I'm exiting it out here with the exit 1 actually. So why I'm exit out? Because he is not a super user. You need not to execute the below instructions. That's what you're making it exit with the 1 value. Right? Now assume that actually you're not using this exit 1 or you're not using exit. You are commenting or you are not removing this exit. See? Right? You're not using this exit. Now what will happen when a CentOS user is running? See? CentOS user, when he is running, see? He is running it actually. Please run as a root user, but he's also it is also executing that script also, right? The below script, right? Whatever you're having. See, this is printed as well as it is actually even printing. Try to print this also. But since you don't have a permission of M, that's what you could see that it's throwing error saying that unable to install it. But why you're proceeding further with the execution? The execution should come out from the loop, should come out from the script only, right? That's the reason, guys, you have to always use the exit. It is very important, actually. You have to use the exit here. But if you're just using exit, always if you're using exit, exit will always make it as a successful exit only. It's something like it is 0, exit 0. So, but it is not exit 0. Suppose if I'm using exit only. Right? Now you could see that I'm again running the script actually. Right? It is exiting out, you're exiting it. But if you do an echo $question mark, it is success. It is not success, no. It is failure, error, right? If you see this clearly, this condition has failed. And this is printed saying that you don't have a permission to root, only root user can execute it. But I'm just using exit. Exit will always make sure that it is exiting with a 0. What is 0? 0 is always success in shell script, right? Whenever shell is executing any command successfully, the return value will be 0. But it is not 0, right? That's what happened. You have to always use the any other positive integer value apart from 0. So here in this case, I'm using 1 as an exit value. You can use anything. I can even use 2, 3, 4, whatever you can use it. 2 you can use or 3 you can use or whatever. I'm using it 1 actually. So exit 1. Right? Now you save the script. Now again you try to run it as a normal user. It will come out. Now you execute echo $question mark. Now it is 1. Oh, it means that okay, now I have used the exit 1. Oh, it means that that particular if condition has failed because you are not a root user. Is it clear, guys? I hope this is clear for you. Why I'm using exit 1, you understood, right? Because I want to make sure that as a user, when I'm writing a script, whenever the script fails, I should know under which condition it is failing. And it shouldn't say that echo $question mark 0. No, 0 is always success actually. Right? So that's the reason I have to always use a 1. Clear? Okay. Now, so guys, is it clear? Or do you have any doubts? Okay. Okay, fine. Sure. So now, what is it now? Now you say, sir, I want to install the multiple package now. I want to install not only one package, I want to install the multiple package. What you are going to do that? Okay, let me switch to the root user. Back again. Go to the /home CentOS scripts. Yeah, there only. Open that script. Install. So now what I will do here, I will do one thing. I will enhance the script actually, but let me comment this line actually. And you know that for commenting the line, always I have to use something like a double less than, and I'll just show that I'll just hit M, comment. COM means comment, or else I can even use this complete name, comment. At the end, also same thing you have to mention, comment. I'm just commenting out of all these lines. And then I go back here, heads up. Now, so I have to install multiple packets. So I have to use a for loop actually. For something, use some variable name e something like package in. What are the package you want to install? Sir, I want to install the Vim package. I want to install the HTTP package. I want to install the wget. I want to install the Nginx. Yes. Right? Do done. Right? Now you could see that this logic applies for installing the Vim package. Does the same logic apply for even installing a multiple? It's the same, right? I need not to do anything. So what I have to do here, I have to just copy paste this whole line. Okay. Come over here. Paste it here. Clear? Paste it here. And then you have to just make it look good actually. So you could give the space here. For each package, Vim, get inside here. Wherever you are seeing Vim, replace with this each package, this variable. See? Okay. Let me write if, or else you can give one more space to look little bit good actually. Okay, then yeah. Yeah, now this looks better actually, right? So let me push this code so that for you, some of you, I am pushing it a little down so that, like, I mean, this is also there, but I'm just saying that, okay, well, seeing this, now you understand this. Now, what you're doing here, if with Vim, so it's not Vim, I'm not checking with only one package, I want to check with all the packages. So I have to use what is it, guys? Dollar of each package, each package. Already dollar each underscore pkg. Somebody has pinged me. Wait, let me complete this. Okay, no problem, Girish. Sure. So, guys, so you understood now? So it is pretty simple now. See, wherever I was using this Vim, that's what I kept this code here because I don't want to delete, because the same logic, the same code, I copy pasted here inside the for loop. Right? So now it looks good actually. Is there anything missing? Let me check again one more time. Okay, already each package installed. Installing each underscore package, yum install each package -y, and then yeah, perfect. Close the do with done. Close this if condition fi. Okay, fi. Very good. Actually, now I'll say this file. Now what I will do that I will try to run this. So already yum is installed. Vim is installed. I think which Vim. If you check it out, it is not installed. Okay, let it install everything. Like see, install multi-package. See, installing Vim package. That's it. Installing HTTP package. Yeah, install. Yeah, already wget is installed. That's what it is saying. Installing the Nginx package, unable to install because it is not able to find this. Okay, if you do a yum install Nginx Nginx -y, it is unable to get it. See, there is no package with that name actually. So hence it is throwing it. We can fix it, but right now this script is perfectly working. Correct? Right? This is the script actually. Correct, guys? This is little bit enhanced because we are using the for loop here, right? And we're installing the multiple packages. Is it clear? Guys, still here? Okay, guys, I think we took it too much, right? It was almost like more than 2.5 hours we took it. So what we are going to do, we will stop it here now, okay? Because it'll be too much. I can continue, but it'll be too much. So we'll stop it here. Again, guys, can we meet at around 7 p.m. for you? For all of you, are you comfortable at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. evening today?
Yes, sir.
7 to 9, everyone? Yeah, sure.
Sir, 8 is fine. Can we like 7? It's a weekend, so.
Okay.
So
I
8
mean,
to 10. So okay.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
don't have an issue. I don't have an issue for timing and all. I'm not having an issue. 8 to 10 is also fine. But make sure that you complete your dinner. Or else you
Yeah,
can complete after class, because you know that if I take a class, it will go beyond 2 hours only.
yes.
Have your dinner, but don't sleep in the class.
It will be good, sir.
What about others, guys? 8 o'clock is fine for you all? Because I'll mention
Yes,
the
sir.
same in my.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay for me.
Okay. For others, please let me know. Balkishan sir, Priyanka, Priya.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
what we are going to do, we will be continuing again till we have not yet completed the looping, because we have while loop, until loop, we have select statement. I'll be giving many more examples in that. Actually, what we'll be covering again, I remember, like I told that we have something as a @ and $, right? We'll continue from there itself, guys. What we are going to do, we'll see the difference. So just remember, I'm just writing it here in the next session today. So what is a $* and $@? This is what we have to understand for your positional parameters. What is the difference you have to understand? And then once we understand it, the difference, I think for loop is enough for us. We will be going with the while loop actually. While loop, like until loop, break and continue. Break and continue. This is what we will be learning today evening. After this, what we are going to see, we are going to see about the cron job actually, how cron jobs are set, and or else we will see the functions, not cron jobs. Functions we will finish that. So function itself will take around 30 minutes to complete it. That's what 30 minutes. And if time permits, I will go with the cron jobs actually. Cron job will take me around 25 minutes to complete this. Okay. And also within the while loop and until loop, like I will be showing like how in the loops the arrays are used actually. That's what, right? Associative array and the normal array, right? As I said, the use case will be on loops only, always, most of the time actually. And this are, so if I cover this much, guys, today, I think like we are on track. We are on track. We'll be completing all these things. Okay. Once we're done this one, tomorrow we will cover up with many other things actually. So tomorrow we will decide about the tomorrow's timing. So maybe tomorrow 8 o'clock only I will take. I will not delay. So tomorrow we will be taking about set and awk programming. So that I will take around 1.5 to 2 hours, 1.5 hour session, I think I will take. And then like automating with your remote servers and everything, those things. And then we will be taking about how to debug a script. That will be just 20-minute session, 10 or 15-minute session max. Then we'll be seeing like what are traps and signals, how we can actually trap a signal or ignore a signal, how we can use in our script, that we will see. And many other miscellaneous scripts and all we will see. A lot of some advanced scripts we will see. Is it clear? Right?
Yes.
How to send an email notification. So many things are there, guys.
Sir, for the for loop, whatever we have completed today, can you give some scripts?
Yeah, I'll give an assignment. Yeah, that's what. Yes, I'll give an assignment to you by end of the day, or in another 1 hour. I will send an assignment to you in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, sir. So we'll practice with that.
Yeah, you can practice. Yes, correct. Fine, guys. Chalo, then we will
Rajesh,
stop.
I have
Let
one
me stop.
question, Rajesh.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
As a Linux admin, we'll do this activity, right? Assuming we have 4 servers, we are doing this activity. At that time, server will go to the maintenance mode, or they will work in real time scenario.
Really, it'll work, sir. Maintenance mode is something like when you are upgrading a system, when you're upgrading anything, like for example, whenever you're doing a patch management, like OS patching, network patching, that time it will go to the maintenance mode.
Okay.
Or
For
else like
installing, they will not go any maintenance.
no, sir. Installing that doesn't go to any maintenance. For example, you have a database server, right?
Okay.
You want to upgrade the database, or you want to get into the maintenance, or else you are trying to do a lot of copying of from one database, copying the tables, database table from one side to other side, either from one database to other database. Then what happened that you will keep your database in a maintenance mode. Maintenance mode means what? Maintenance mode means what? Means your database will not respond to any query. Suppose the user is doing any request to the database, no, it will not at all serve. You cannot even connect to the database also, because your database will be in a maintenance mode. So that's the reason you will see that in the company, when you're working, they will send an email saying that the admin people or somebody that say this set of database, like 10 database will not be available for next 5 hours because it will be under maintenance mode, right?
Okay.
So why they send that mail? Because they will take it to the maintenance mode where they will disconnect any kind of a connections. During that maintenance, what they'll do, they will do all kind of a database table updates from one server to other server. And then once it is run, once it is all the table updates are done, then what they'll do, they will test it whether all the tables have been copied properly or not. And then they will come to the there is I have forgotten that word actually. They use that word actually, non-privilege or something. They use it actually. Then they'll get back it, and then they'll say that okay, now the database is available to all.
Okay. Then customer will get notification, right?
Yes, obviously. Customer before the database, before they start using, right, they will get a notification by the database team saying that okay, now it has come out from the maintenance mode. Now you can start using it actually. And if you have any issue, please raise a ticket for this. They will say.
Okay. Understood. Thanks, Rajesh.
No problem, sir. Sir, I hope you guys are understanding whatever we covered till now. You understood how important it is to know many things, right, while writing script, right? So now what is my feeling is that, guys, now you start reading the books, what are the PDFs I gave, right? Now I think that you will be able to understand everything, every page, whatever you read, you will be able to understand very comfortably. Now, means you are in a stage now where you can understand everything. Right? Fine, guys. So then let me stop the recording. Then we'll meet at today at 8 o'clock. Let me stop the recording.